Hey, this is Artie Astor with an episode of B Sharp and C. I keep getting people in the comment section asking me to do more Amy Winehouse. So I'm going to go ahead and do a song of Amy Winehouse that I know. It's a performance that I've seen before, so I'm not going to give it a score because I am familiar with the performance and everything else, and giving it a score because, my scores are so important. Everyone around the world just waits for them. But giving it a score, in my opinion, I'm not going to give it a score out of the blue because I already love this song and this performance. But it's something that I wanted to do because as I looked at the song from a musician's standpoint, I noticed some things I didn't notice before. And I just have to say, something about Amy Winehouse that I find to be amazing is that she could be on a cruise ship, and then all of a sudden it's under attack. Airplanes are above dropping bombs. A torpedo hits the sides of it. Oh, I'm sorry. A torpedo hits the side of it. Machine gun boats are coming up to the side and shooting at the cruise ship. People are jumping off, right? People are jumping off. They're going crazy. I swear. Um, she she'd still open her mouth and sing something beautiful. She would be able to just open her mouth and something tremendously beautiful and melodic and different and creative will come out. I feel as though she's not, well, she wasn't on the same plane as everybody else. And her life was kind of like she was on a cruise ship being attacked. Her family life was difficult. Her love life was difficult. Um, she kind of was at odds even within herself, so she was kind of always under attack. But beautiful lyrics, beautiful, I almost said words, which is the same thing. Melodies, beautiful music. It was everything that she did. And she didn't have to try to sound super different. That's something about Amy Winehouse that I wish that I could embody within myself. That when I try to do something different and I try to do something really musical and creative, I'm doing just that. I'm trying. All right, let me try this technique. Let me try that technique. Whereas Amy Winehouse opened her mouth and she could sing one stanza, and every syllable, every part of it was broken up differently and creatively. It was done so tastefully, but differently and creatively, and it was uncopyable. No one did what she did. So this is the song "You Know I'm No Good," probably my favorite song by her, and she's live in London. This is in 2007. I don't know why the screen is green, but let's just go.
But basically, I'm going to say this is the last song I have for you. I come off, my dad comes on.
It's weird. I'm from Boston, born and raised, and I'm wearing a stinking Texas Cowboys hat. I like have no idea. Um, I'm 49, going through an identity crisis. Amy Winehouse, like, she knew where she was from. And she was English. Like, there was no doubt that this woman embraced her culture.
He does Go to My Head, uh, Stormy Weather.
Stormy
He
River.
doesn't like that one actually. Yeah, I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming out, really. And, uh, and, uh, yeah, no. See, thanks for turning up. It's all right.
She's essentially having a conversation with herself right now.
No, in all seriousness,
I love you.
I love it here. I love it as a
And then she says, I love it here back. Instead of saying, I love you back to the fan, she's like, I love it here.
It's just one of my favourite venues. If not, probably, well, yeah. And it's just really good to be out, to be honest. And
The song's amazing.
go on, baby. Meet you downstairs and I'm far ahead. Your rolled up sleeves and your small t-shirt. You said, why did you do with him today?
Oh, no.
like I knew I would.
Ah,
I told you I was trouble. You're
I am screwing that up. What is that?
my guy. Tell me your stellar and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you tear me down like rock and roll. I treated myself
Ah,
like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm the
okay.
lover.
All right, so I know that I just played over a lot of her singing right there, and I got lost on the chorus because it's kind of like verses and then pre-chorus and then a chorus. And it's weird because so it's 1 4 5 for the verses, and then the chorus is like 4 and then 2, right? 4,
Cause you're my fella, my guy. Tell me your
2,
stellar and fly. By the time I'm out
flat
the
3,
door, you tear me
2,
down like rock and
back to
roll.
5.
I cheated myself.
Okay, so that's the pre-chorus. Right here is the chorus.
I cheated myself. Like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm the
Okay, so there's a verse, pre-chorus, and a chorus. And what I think is interesting is that at the end, so just hear me out here because I think that this is really good to hear. It's going to get a little technical, but not too bad. The verses are D minor and then G minor, and then A major to D minor. So it's 1 4 5, 1 4 5. What's great there is when she then goes into the pre-chorus, it jumps over to the G minor, which is 4. So you think, okay, I've heard this before, but then she goes to the 2. And what's strange about that 2 is that there's a flat 5 in there, right? That 2, you're playing the A flat. So it's and then E major, which has that flat 5, and then I believe she goes to a flat 3 chord, which is the F, and then back to the 2 again, which has that flat 5 in there. And then just before she goes back to singing, or just before she ends the pre-chorus, the A major. So it's interesting because the A major is something that you would think because it's the major fifth, right? And usually that resolves back to the D. And she does resolve back to the D, but then when the actual chorus starts, it doesn't follow the same pattern. It's D and then A minor. So now it's a minor fourth, not minor fifth, not the major fifth. And then E major, A minor. And it almost has the feel of a key change because you're doing this E major, which has that A flat, right? And then now you hear how the A minor all of a sudden sounds like it's the root note, and then oh no, D minor, A minor, E major. So it at the end of the chorus, not the pre-chorus, at the end of the chorus, it sounds like she's resolving to A minor. And she is actually resolving to A minor. So it gives the song a feel that the song is in the key of A minor. So all of that is is underneath everything else that she's doing, right? So that's the technical side of it. Actually a lot of chord changes going on there, almost like a key change type of thing, and then she goes back to singing. And I haven't even gotten into just yet how amazing her vocals are. And I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. When she begins to sing, she has this look in her face like she's not present with everybody else, like she's somewhere else, but she's not with everybody else. She has this ability to make it look like she's in some other dimension. She does it in interviews, she does it while she sings, and she does it all the time. Now, that we've talked about the chord changes and um, how interestingly complex the structure to the song is, now we go back to her singing. Now we just focus on her singing.
Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in no place, but I can't get joy. Thinking of you and the final throes. This is where my budget goes. I run out to make your children better. And you say when we marry, 'cause you're not bitter. There'll be no
You're not bitter. Oh, it's beautiful.
help no more. I cry for you on the kitchen floor. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm the one.
Yeah, just that right there.
I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm the
You know that I'm no good.
over. Sweet reunion, Jamaica and Spain. Well, like how we were again. I'm in the tub and you on the sea. Look your lips as I soak my face. And then you notice a little coffee burn. My stomach drop and my guts churn. You shrug and it's those who truly stuck.
I mean, I don't know what to say only because there's so much to say. And that's the thing that drives me nuts about trying to review or react. Or in this case, it's like we're just watching with you guys an Amy Winehouse song. I'll be pausing it every 10 seconds or less because literally every 3 seconds she does something that makes me want to hit the pause button and be like, what did she just do? It's amazing how on so many levels she can do what she does.
So you, I was trouble. Oh, yeah, you know that I'm the one. She did myself. I can know, I know that I'm the one. She did myself. I can know, I know that.
You know, it's kind of interesting. She makes a face there, and I don't know exactly why, you know? Bring that up. Well, is that going to go up or not? Here we go. Right here. I remember reading something about how in this performance here, she looked up to the audience and I, I guess she realized, and that's the thing that I don't know. That's why I paused it when I thought that she made a face. I have heard over and over again that at some point during this performance, she looks up into the audience and she does not see her dad, but her dad also didn't come to the stage because she said that her dad would come on the stage. And someone said, and I read it in a comment section. It might even be the comment section of this video that she looked heartbroken that her dad wasn't there. Well, so many people loved her so much. It actually hurts, a true heartache. The more that passes, the more I realize how much we lost with Amy's passing. Amy was in her own universe, sailing through space and time. She happened to swing by our galaxy on her way to the stars. Thanks. Wow, that's beautiful. Sadly, as an old man, I never listened and appreciated her. Raspy vocals are literally the most beautiful. So much soul and rawness. Wow, I'm almost 82 and I love her music. It was 5 months ago, so you're probably 82 now. Well, there's not much I can say. I think that every time I watch an Amy Winehouse performance, I stop and I ask myself, where was I when she was making it big? And it's not like I didn't appreciate her. I really didn't stop to listen to her. And then when she died and I saw it in the news, I was like, oh. And then I started listening to her music after and realized that she was extremely special and that there was no one like her. And then that immediate feeling of, oh, really? Now I'm never going to get anything new from her. Although, because I started listening to her music after she passed, pretty much everything I listened to was new at that point because I hadn't been introduced to her music at the time. So, but yeah, it's a really nice construct to the song. Let me see if I remember the chord changes. Ready? See if I remember. This is D minor. Okay, ready? Let's see if I remember. D minor,
Meet you downstairs in the
G minor, A major, D minor,
You said,
D
what
minor,
did you do with
G
him
minor,
today?
A major,
You snuff me out
D
like I
minor.
was
You ready?
temporary.
G minor,
'Cause you're my fella, my guy.
E major,
Tell me your stellar and
F major,
fly. By the time I'm out the door, you tell me
E major,
I cheated myself like I knew I
E minor.
would.
Okay, ready?
I
D minor,
told you
A minor,
I was terrible.
E major,
You know that I'm the
A minor.
lover.
And then the breakdown. And then it starts over.
Upstairs in bed.
So I was able to remember it, right? It's not super complex, but I do have to say that when it sounds like she's climbing, right about here. Hold on.
Me your stellar and fly. What did you do with him today? You snuff me out like I was temporary.
G minor,
You're my fella, my
and then E major,
guy. Tell me your stellar and
F major.
fly. By the time I'm out the door,
So she was,
yes.
and her vocals were climbing, right? You can hear that she was climbing up the scale with her vocals, but the chord changes were also climbing, which I thought was interesting. I don't know. I just wanted to listen to that song. I just wanted to listen to it. I wanted to do another Amy Winehouse song. Um, she's the only person that I review where I feel like I'm at a loss for words. I feel like I don't have the adjectives necessary to explain what I feel, but also what she's doing, what I think she's doing. I just don't have the vocabulary to explain how awesome she is. So I'll just leave it at that. And I'm just going to say This is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. Until next time, keep it groovy.